Okay, low carb fans, hello. I haven't posted anything for a while, been madly busy here. Christmas, getting over that and stuff. Um, Good news is I did my month of January challenge, my 25-mile walk challenge. And I got a medal for it, which I was going to show you, but I've put it in the bedroom and I can't be bothered, basically. I'll skip the next video. Quick snack for lunch because I'm starving. So, what have we got? I've diced up some ready cooked roast beef. Not diced at all, I lie. It's strips. I'm going to do the same with these. Baby portobello mushrooms because they're nice and nutty and mushroomy. I've got a coffee with cream. Oh, the coffee. It's did I tell you about Little's flavoured coffees? I think I did. This is a Little's gingerbread cookie. They're carb and sugar free. I actually spoke to Little's to make sure because I couldn't believe it. But no, it's just flavourings. I'm going to saute the beef and the mushrooms off very briefly with some garlic butter. You can get it in little packs. If you're going to do this, make sure it is just butter. Some of them are... It's like when you buy the garlic bread in the supermarket. And they give you the low-fat malarkey, you know, the stuff that tastes like water. Yeah, a lot of it's got emulsifiers, vegetable oil. It's a low-fat spread or garlic spread. So if you're going to do this with it, obviously low-carb way, you want butter, proper butter. So Lurpak do a stick of garlic butter, which I've got in the fridge, but I had this little 6 or 8 pack of proper garlic butter as well to use up. So I'm just going to, because one of those will be enough. I'm going to saute that, let's say, beef and mushrooms and the garlic butter. Do a quick salad out of... I've been to Asda, can you tell? Spinach, wild rocket, and watercress, because my watercress there is not brilliant at the moment. Oh, hello girls. My egg-laying babies in the garden, 2 of them. They'll be up on the bin in a minute. Because, you know, I'm in the kitchen, therefore they want to be. We've had to move the bins to the middle of the patio bit, which, I don't know, it's like a shitstorm at the moment, doesn't it? Because when they were there, the girls were hopping up onto them and then up onto the fence. I don't really want them in Nina's garden. I'm sure Nina doesn't either. Although she might, who knows, but she might cook them. I don't want them cooked. Not a lot of meat on them anyway, bless them. Yeah, so that's going to be my quick snack lunch. Yeah, I will show you the medal because, you know, I'm quite proud of it. 25 miles may not be a lot to some people. It's nothing to me heavy, I'm sure. But for me, committing to walk a mile a day most days, especially in January, was actually quite hard. Not hard because I did it, but it was a commitment. I had to find time to do it. It's nominally it's 30 minutes. I started doing it quicker and quicker, and then some days, because I knew I was on a 24, 36 hour shift, I'd do a mile and a half for like a couple of days to make up that day I'd missed. And I think I put up one of me on the treadmill with the Swift stuff. I enjoy it. It's half an hour for me, and at the moment I've got a really sore heel, and that's bugging me. I don't quite know what's going on there. It's probably just my weight, and the tissues are just going, ow, you're standing on us a lot. But anyway, Fitbit reckons I did 91 odd miles, which I did. But a lot of that is just average daily walking round. The mileage on top was what I was aiming for with this goal. So, and I did 25 at least. In fact, I think it was near 30 extra miles on top. So I'm doing the same for February, 25 mile challenge. February's going to be a bit harder. Obviously, it's a shorter month. I've got 6 sleep-ins in February. So it's going to be more of a struggle. I've already done 2 1.5 mile ones. And I did a mile and a half at the gym yesterday supporting a client. So that's on my Fitbit, but it's not on Stride. So I must remember not to beat myself up when I get on the treadmill and it says I'm, you know, not where I should be because I did that mile and a half. And it's the Fitbit miles that I submit for evidence for this Racy Pace stuff. So I just need to not worry if Stride doesn't, or Swift rather, doesn't hit 25 miles in February. But I wanted to because, you know, I'm a perfectionist and a control freak, and if it doesn't, I should be, you lost, bad girl, bad, and beat myself up. Which I really need to stop doing. how do you do that? When you've done it all your life, when you've always felt you're not enough, not good enough, and you set yourself these goals, but a lot of the time they're not realistic. You set yourself up to fail almost, and then you're convinced you're a failure, and so you do fail. So hey, yeah, you were right. You're convinced you're a failure. Why do I do that? Well, I know I'm not alone. I know there are millions of you that do that. Meh, don't know. Anyway, the medal. Dana, 25-mile challenge. God, it's really shiny. I'm trying to get out to not be so shiny. There we go. It's a different medal for each month. So, I think February's is a blue one. Can't remember. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you at the end of February with a February medal. Oh, at the end of the year, you can submit evidence of all the miles you've walked, not just challenges, and they will do you a bespoke medal with all the miles you've walked in that year on. The only thing you have to do is you have to have done a challenge every month. So I intend to do that every month. I'm going to do one of these challenges. They cost a tenner to enter. For that you get the medal. If you pay a bit more, I think 12, 15, I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but you can get a compression top as well. They're not going to have one that's going to fit me at the moment, so what's the point? You know, but I want a medal. For me, it's that little gold star. It's that Slimming World Half Sun Award thing. It's proof positive that this month, yay, I've done this. I used to be ashamed that I wanted that sort of recognition, but I do. I don't know, I'm a teacher's pet, I'm a kid at heart. I don't care. I just need something to say, yeah, you have done good. Well done. Look what you've done. You've done this. And this I can do without any, so I won't say without effort, because obviously I have to walk, but I don't have to get me bum out of the house and go to meet a load of people and get on scales. Do you know what I mean? Like you do with Slimming World. I don't have to go into the gym and get on the treadmill and walk amongst all these lycra-clad lovelies and just wait for a treadmill and then be conscious of sniggering. Although, to be fair, the gyms I went to, I never was conscious of sniggering. They were lovely. It's in my head. And so, yeah. This, I've got 5 minutes. I can get on the treadmill. It don't matter if I ain't got a bra on and I've got, you know, purple socks that are ordinary socks, not gym socks. Don't matter. I can get on the treadmill. Put the music on, put Swift on so I can look at some pretty scenery, talk to other people maybe if I want to. And I can just do it whenever. If I'm sat watching telly and I'm bored, I can go and do a walk for 5 minutes. It don't matter if I don't do the whole half hour in one go. I can do stuff when I want, and that is great. So, hubby, get in the treadmill. Best idea ever. And I'm pleased with myself that I'm doing it and enjoying it. Is a bonus, obviously. But yeah, I'm waffling again, aren't I? Sorry. But I just am. And it's important for me to get out how it makes me feel successful. I don't get a lot of that. Even though I've got a decent enough brain, memory's shot these days. I did my nursing training, I got distinction. I've achieved stuff, I guess. But all I can see is my size. Yeah, and that, I let that define me, I think. There's so much stuff I don't do because of my size. Some of it because it'll be logistically difficult. I want to go on, what do they call them, a Segway. And I was going to, and I looked at the weight limits and I'm too heavy for all of them. I'm not going to rock up and get on scales and then go, oh, you're too heavy. You imagine the humiliation? No, not my idea of fun. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that limits me because of my size, and I've done that to me. So if I need to pay a tenner a month rather than a fiver a week to go and get on scales that may or may not tell me I've, you know, done nothing that week. And Slimming World, I had a week when I was so good, and another week when I was so good. And do you know what? Not only did I not lose, one of those weeks I actually gained, and that nearly destroyed me. Because for all everyone was saying, oh, don't worry, hon, you know you do a little show next week. In my head, they were all going behind their back. She's eaten about 6 tons of cheese, hasn't she, fat bitch? So, yeah, even though I knew I hadn't, that destroyed my confidence. And, yeah. So this, I'm trying not to weigh too much. I'm weighing maybe once a month. Because I'm not sure the low carb... I worry about the amount of fat I'm having in the low carb. So I try to keep that down because I've got enough fat on me, I figure, that I want to get rid of before adding. That makes sense? It does to me. But yeah, but I'm learning to not pile food in my face. I guess because it's quite high fat, it can be very rich, and you don't want to eat a lot of it before you start to feel a bit like, oh. Having said that, there's still no such thing as too much cheese. Just isn't. But I'm rationing myself on that. Because I know I can have it, because Living World, etc. aren't saying you can't, because I know I can have it. The urge, the craving is gone, because I know if I want some, I can have some. And I do. I have cheese and apple. Apple's not low carb. Some people say it's suboptimal. There's a whole framework of words, as in every diet. But for me, I love cheese and apple. Cheese and apple is still healthier than 10 tons of toast with cheese on. So for now, it'll do. It might be more clean eating than low carb, but an apple every 3 or 4 days isn't going to kill me. Whereas a lot more toast and cheese will. It will kill me. I will die this size and more because I'll eat myself into a grave. So, all that was a very, very long-winded way of saying, at the moment, I feel in a good place. So, with that, I'm going to go and cook lunch. I just realised I left that pan and I haven't started it yet and I'm hungry. Alright, bye.